I was going live. What I heard was pain. I heard pain is what I heard. I don't know what y'all heard, but what I heard was pain. It was actual pain. No, I'm not kidding. It was actual pain. I heard. 23, how did you go live knowing that I just went live? How'd you do that when you knew that I was going live? Daddy, what happened to the pack of cigarettes that I had here last night that I opened? I just found them right now. These gotta be them. Anyway, I got a whole coin. Doesn't matter. Um, I didn't hear nothing about me. So I'm not gonna say that they were talking about me because I didn't hear my name. I heard my threats that I threatened, but I didn't hear my name. Hold on, let me throw something out. You guys will come through this video when you finish watching 23. ¿Qué? ¿Qué? Oh, ¿qué necesita? ¿Qué necesita? Ah, la que tiene cámara. I didn't hear nothing about me. I didn't hear not a motherfucking thing about me. 23, you knew I was going. I didn't hear her say a word about me. Not a word. I heard the threats that I have threatened. Yes, I have, and I mean it. But no, 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 no. I didn't hear my name in none of it. So I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. Wait, I can't keep up. I really can't. I keep dropping my phone. Hold on. And I don't want the camera to turn on because I am in actual panties. I don't want to be seen in actual violet, beautiful panties. But I didn't hear my name in none of it. Her rants, her raving, and whatever. It didn't include me. No, I'm confused. I really am. I'm confused. See, this is how they rock and they roll. 1 week they're best friends. They love each other. They can't stop from being together. They can't stop. They can't stop. They can't get enough of each other. And then the next week they can't stand each other. They hate each other. They want to die. They don't. They want the other person to die. It's this, that. It's always something. And oh my God, throwing the Pentagon into this is like saying, "Oh, I'm calling the White House, and I'm gonna have the president beat you up." Come on, come on. You could have used something better than that. But I'm not here to defend nobody. Everybody can stand on their own 2 feet. That's what we were talking about. But for you to bring the Pentagon into this, that's like saying, all right, I'm gonna, okay, you could bring President, what's his stupid face, Biden and Trump and the Pentagon and the White House and every fucking body you want to bring, whatever you do, don't talk about me. But it's ridiculous to hear somebody say, "I'm calling the Pentagon." Really? Come on. Come on. The Pentagon. Because somebody works for the Pentagon and all of that, it doesn't mean that you have any ties into anything. Because I'm really, really sure that if your uncle worked at the Pentagon, everything would be top secret. He wouldn't be able to talk to you about anything, not a motherfucking thing. He wouldn't be able to tell you about nothing. He can't look nobody up for you. If he does, that's illegal. He will lose his job. Oh, you said he worked. Or if you say he works, if he was to try to look up 2300, and I'm not protecting 23, she can do this on her own, but I just found this funny. If the video ain't about me, I know that. So I'm not mad at nobody or nothing. But come on. So saying you're gonna go call the Pentagon, why don't you just call Joe Biden himself and tell him, hey, can you get me 23's address? Just, I mean, really, when people are angry, they can say the dumbest shit if they don't watch what they say. That's why you see this bitch making a fool out of herself. ¿Recuerda que yo te dije que yo estaba en cámara? ¿Tú te recuerdas de eso? Sí, pero se oyó clarito. Al mismo tiempo se pagó el aire. Anyway, I kind of think that was kind of crazy for you to say you're going to call the Pentagon on 23. Listen, I'm pretty sure if your uncle worked for the Pentagon, everything that he did would be top secret. I'm pretty sure that he wouldn't have time to look up for 2300. I'm pretty sure that if he tried that, he would lose his job. I'm pretty sure he would go to jail. Yeah. Are you okay with um uh live, baby? Yes, I'm okay with Tiffany right now. Yeah, we're good, baby. But I'm pretty sure on that if he tried to obtain somebody's address to do to to do harm to another person, I'm pretty sure he would get fired, he would get terminated, he would lose his pension, he would lose everything. I think I'm telling you, did they even listen in school? That anybody that I don't understand. It's like, can I shoot myself? It'd be my. I mean, can I? I wouldn't shoot myself for no fucking body. I love my life. My life is the bomb. I love life. Mm-mm. Never me. When I was younger, oh, I had suicidal thoughts when I was younger. But you think I would kill myself over somebody? Mm, no, that would never happen. Never. I love life so much. And I don't bow down to nobody but God. I don't submit to nobody but God. Uh, Sakina submits to men. She said it last night. I don't submit to nobody but a man. Bitch, you crazy, crazy. We knew we were diagnosing you, diagnosing you, but we didn't know how far we really needed to go to find who you really are. You're out of your mind. You really are. And this threat, my uncle works for the Pentagon. It doesn't matter if your uncle works for the Queen of London, of England, of Peru. If he works for the Pentagon, he better not open his fucking mouth and say a motherfucking word. And he better not try to obtain anybody's address because he would get fired for that. Because he is out. If he would do that, then that's like instigating a fight. Isn't that like instigating a fight? Well, I think it is. People say such dumb things. I mean, oh my God. Such dumb things. I mean, I didn't hear the video, but I was told it was in the video. And to say that because your uncle works for the Pentagon, if your uncle worked for the Pentagon and gave somebody's address to you, let me tell you something, that would be the last thing they would do. And they would be court-martialed, they would be in jail, and they would take everything. And you talk about a lot about stolen valor, right? You talk about stolen valor a lot. You talk all this military stuff, all of this. Meanwhile, you're just little old you in a shack. So get over it and get over the Pentagon because they have better things to do than to look up 23. It's ridiculous. I've never heard somebody say something like that. That's like saying, I'm going to have my daddy call the White House and he's going to beat the president up if you keep going. I'm not here defending 23. It was just funny and I had to say it. It's like saying, oh, my daddy's going to beat up your daddy. Mm. My uncle's going to go beat your uncle up. If your uncle was to try, and you already said that your uncle works for the Pentagon and that he's going to look up 2300's address, you put that on blast. See, this is what I talk about. True gangsters, stay quiet. They don't talk. They don't say where they get their fucking information from. They don't do things like that. That's when you know you're talking to somebody who's not a real gangster. Gangsters know how to shut the fuck up, don't say a fucking word, unless it's between everybody who's involved. Just the little crew. If he even tried, he would lose his job if he tried to find somebody's address to instigate a fight. That's like saying, come with me, and grabbing her hand and saying, you better go and give me her address right fucking now. And if your uncle would try that, he would lose his job, his pension, his livelihood, his house, everything. So I don't think he'll break protocol for little old 2300. I doubt that very much. So that was just funny. I just wanted to address that. It's not about me. Not about me. If I hear my name, then it's about me. But I'm not hearing my name, so it's not about me. And I should not even say a word about that. But I did say it because it's so funny. It's like I'm going to have my uncle, and my top secret uncle is good. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. Yeah, I was just so, hey, Cloud 23. I wasn't defending you. I wasn't standing up for you. I was just saying that for her to say that her uncle works for the Pentagon and they're gonna go and find your address. If her uncle works for the Pentagon, if he does, he doesn't. Who gives a motherfuck? He's no fucking body. It doesn't matter. But if he did, what I'm trying to get at is, if he was to try to look you up, get your address, 23, and do all of that for Angel, he would be breaking protocol. He would be court-martialed. He would be thrown out of his job. He would lose his pension. He would lose everything. And guys, I'm all about my pension. Fuck that. I know what can get it fucking taken away and what it can't. And I know one thing, y'all bitches can never get my pension taken away from me. I know it's just disgusting, but as long as I didn't hear my name, that's all I care about. I didn't hear my name. I didn't listen to it. I let my neighbor listen to it. She said your name wasn't said. I can't hear her voice. I can't hear Sakina's voice. I don't go. That's why I don't bother with going in their chats. I don't care about them. But that was like saying, I'm going to tell my daddy to go all the way to the White House and beat up the president. And then he's going to give us your address. And we're all going to go for you. And we're all going to go beat you up. If your uncle worked for the Pentagon and he was so close to you, why the hell doesn't he give you a beautiful house to live in? Why doesn't he give you a couple of dollars to help you out? To live in a beautiful house that's equipped for your child. Why doesn't he do that? If he's got so much power, why doesn't he buy you a new car or a new truck? Hold on. Hey, Nina. Hi, how are you? It's just like saying, my daddy's going to call your daddy, and they're going to fight. And if your uncle was to give somebody's address out and somebody was to get hurt, your uncle would lose it all. He would lose it all. Stop doing that. Stop bringing people into your own fights. Stand on your own 2 feet. There is nothing that nobody can do to look up 2300's address unless it's a bunch of fucking losers that are on YouTube. But that's all. That's really all. But since you already said that your uncle is looking up 2300's address, so now when 2300's address pulls up and it gets taken out, we'll all know that your uncle works at the Pentagon and gave it to you. So we're going to go and make sure I know your real last name. So his name has got to be your name, not Getzo. Okay? I'm not going to put you on blast here, but it ain't Getzo. But I'm going to tell you right now, if your uncle wants to do that, that's like saying, that's like 2 5-year-olds in a school back in the schoolyard saying, I'm going to get my big brother to kick your brother's ass, and my brother's going to get your telephone number, and we're going to stalk you, and we're going to find you. So your uncle works at the Pentagon, and he's going to go after little old 23. Really? You really believe that your uncle is worthy of losing his job if he ain't give you $1 for you to live on and you claiming him that bad? When your uncle works for the Pentagon and he's living a good life and he can't look at his niece that's living the the lowest of the lows? No, I would never call him uncle. Shit, if my uncle was rich, and didn't fucking say, here, let me help you. Let me make sure you're in a good home. That's my niece. Let me make sure that her children have everything. Are you kidding me? So you're claiming this big time uncle, but where is he claiming you? Does he give you money for food? Does he give you money for rent? Does he give you money? Does he help you? When was the last time you saw his great nephews? It's all a facade. You guys don't understand. Facade, sorry. You guys don't understand. Her uncle could clearly work for the Pentagon. So what? If he was to break protocol, he'd be court-martialed. It's like instigating a fight, giving her your address. I dare him. If your address pop up now, I know exactly where to look, at the Pentagon. She doesn't understand the things she says. See, this is what true gangsters do. They stick their feet in their right up their ass or in their mouth because they're so angry that she's just put her uncle on blast. So now we all on YouTube and everybody who comes to these videos are gonna know that If 23's address comes up now in the next 2 days, we know where it came from. And that's where we're going to go looking. We're going to say this happened because she went and her uncle works in the Pentagon, and he went and broke protocol and went against you guys, though he don't give her $1. He don't go see his great nephews. He don't care that they live in a shack and she drives an old truck. He don't care nothing about that. But yeah, he's gonna go looking for a number for you, an address for you. When he don't give you $1, oh, I don't ask him for nothing. It's not if you ask him. A true uncle, my uncle, are you kidding me? My uncle would have gave me the world. When he died, my father died and then he died. That was my world. And my uncle was the biggest fucking heroin dealer on the east side. So you can call him the owner of the Pentagon of the east side. There you go. Please. He's dead and gone. He's the one who shot that junkie that broke into his house while we were there and tied us up and all that. Yeah, that story's there. I made that story. It's story time. You can go and see it. But I don't think that a man that don't give you $1 to pay rent, $1 to buy a gallon of food or of milk, that you have to go and pick up donations. And you're going to talk about this great, 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 great uncle that you have. Not great, great, great uncle, but he's so great that he's going to do you this favor and look up 2300 address all for you. He ain't even thinking about you. When was the last time he sent them Christmas presents? When was the last time you saw him? On the real. See, people talk, it's like they don't know what they say. It's like, oh, my uncle will get your address. If your uncle if her address pulls up, we know that your uncle, I know your real last name. So I'll go to the Pentagon, and if they don't know your real last name, I'll just pull you up and let them know this is his niece. Because of her, she called him and he broke protocol. So now he goes to a court martial. He has to go in front of a judge and has to prove that he didn't give you that address. So you would really want to put your uncle out there like that? Because we can start it from right this second and start and get in touch with the Pentagon and say that there's a threat that Angelique Yee get. I'm not gonna say your real last name. Is claiming her uncle works here. He gave her her address, and she got hurt. What happens to him then? He ain't give you a Christmas present, a phone call, nothing. If my uncle worked for the Pentagon, I'd be living it up. More than I do now. Imagine that. So I'm not sticking up for her in this, but you do sound like a fool. Your uncle works for the Pentagon, but you live in a shack. You drive an old truck. You have no money. But your uncle's sitting up in the Pentagon? Ooh. Mm. And I'm not defending 23. I'm telling you now, if something happens to 23, we're going to the Pentagon looking for your uncle. And we're going to play this video and let them know that you don't think we recorded the video? Of course we did. So now if your uncle, if something happens to 23, your uncle's the first one that they're going to go looking for. Like the same thing with me. Something happens to Sakina, the first one they're going to come looking for is me. I'll pass a polygraph test. Unless I did do it. Then if I did it, I'll say I did it. But if I didn't do it, I'm not going to take credit for it. Credit. Oh, my God. If your uncle, oh, my God, he don't even care enough to send you a Christmas card, is he going to fucking stick up for you? Something's burning. Is he going to stick up for you? Oh my God. Espera, mija. ¿Qué te está calentando los dos huesos? Se te olvidó que pusiste eso. Leave me alone. No sex. I ran from my husband. I told you. I was in panties. No, no, no. I'm not in the mood. He's tired. He just woke. He walked in the house at about 6:30 a.m. I've been up since 6:30 a.m. and I found somebody to work for my doctor, and I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna retire. I'm not gonna be on YouTube. Trust me. I said I would be to make people's lives, but I'm not. I want to cut ties with YouTube. I've had enough. It's just so funny. Person that your uncle is such a big man. He don't give a fuck about you. Because my uncle, till the day he died, he was my second father. And when my father died, he gave us everything. He made sure we had everything. He was there. Mm-mm. Sorry. When people say crazy things like that, it's like, what? Wait, what? What? Really? He's gonna break protocol, lose his pension, or to give you 2300's address. You really believe that? And why isn't he helping you? Why aren't you living up in the Pentagon with him? Why aren't you living in the Pentagon? Why don't you have money? Why do you have to connect donations when your uncle's working for the Pentagon? If my uncle was the king of fucking selling fucking drugs in fucking the East Side, and I could walk through the East Side at 2 o'clock in the morning and nothing would happen to me. Can you walk in the Pentagon? Can you walk inside of it and not get stopped and searched and all that? No, because you are nobody to them. Your uncle ain't claim you. You're claiming your uncle's. You're claiming your uncle's status. Tell us about your status. Worry about yourself. Worry about yourself. Y'all don't see that little girl, that TikTok video, her father trying to help her with the seatbelt, and she's so grown, 3 years old, going on 30. He's like, you need help? She's like, no, thank you, no, thank you. She's also kind of like Sakina, no, thank you, no, thank you. And she's 53. That's how she talks. She's 53. That's how Sakina talks. But let's not go into that, please. But anyway, um, don't claim something that's gonna make you look and fall. Don't do that. My uncle works for the Pentagon, and who's that, Tiffy? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so like it's not, but I was quiet when I was okay with the guys are back being close. Oh, okay. Wow. Anyway, don't claim victory or claim your uncle don't give a damn whether you alive or not. Because if he cared, you would not be living in the shack. You would not be driving what you drive. You would have money. He should have at least. If your uncle's making those figures, if your uncle's big time like that, damn, he can't say, yo, let me put my niece in a nice house. Let me make sure my niece's son has his first car at 16 years old. Let me teach him how to drive. But he has father for that. Right? Am I not right? I'm right. He got his father for that. But your uncle ain't even thinking about you. Stop claiming him. Oh my God. Somebody just texted me that I've been waiting for to text me for so long. I'll text her. She just invited me to her granddaughter's baby's party. Her 2nd year old. She's 2 years old gonna be. Yo, that little girl know how to use the bathroom. That little girl's smart. She know how to count to 100. I'm telling you, it's my neighbor's daughter, Brittany. Oh my God, it's Brittany. The little girl's mama. I'm sassy and sexy. I'm sassy. She loves that little um transgender little boy that wants to be a little girl, and they dress him like a girl, and now they put him on even on TV in this thing. A little boy. He's been transgender since he was born. They've been dressing him in girl clothes. He does ballet. He does it all. I'm gonna put a video. I have millions videos of him. He has this thing that he has shimmy, 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 and he does ballet. He dances. He forget it. You think you're looking at a little boy. I mean, a little girl. You'll never know it's a little girl, a little boy. I'm sorry. Daddy, please buy big. I don't like these lighters. Damn, I gotta take manager. Where's it? Here it is. So that was kind of ridiculous because it showed us where your mind is, and it really isn't all there. If you can say, my uncle works for the Pentagon, and he's really, you just ratted on your uncle before he even had a chance to look up 23. But see, if you would have kept your mouth quiet, but you guys on YouTube, you have diarrhea of the mouth. That's why when I did that, what I did, and I made Sakina go and go suck dick. Yeah, when I did that, uh, I knew she would try to prove her point. I knew she would. I knew it. I kept quiet for almost 5 days and then say nothing to 2K and 23. Or Susie. You're gonna learn to shimmy, 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 and give it all up. So shimmy that body, baby. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. You gotta see him. I mean, he puts the most sexiest eyes and the most sexiest face. This little boy, he looks like a little girl. What's the one? Mmm. 23. Remember when I was telling you I hadn't had tap water in 18 years? By mistake. You know those no, you won't know. It's a Spanish dish. I needed a cup of water and I opened the water and I put the food inside the water to get water. I forgot to open bottled water. And when I took the water from the tap, I threw all the food away. I threw it all away because I made it with tap water, and I'm not going to give my family tap water. I won't. Unless it's a must. If it's a must, yeah, they're going to drink tap water. But if it's not a must, and I got bags and bags and bags of them, I'm going to use them. I'm not going to use dirty water when I can use clean water. But back to the Pentagon. So if anything happens to 23, anybody pulls up at her house, well, y'all don't know where she's at. Y'all wouldn't have a clue. But if something was to happen to 23, now your uncle would have to go on the lie detector test. Your uncle will have to go through a hearing. Anything happens to 23, remember, you put your uncle out there. So now, if something happens to 23, I promise you, the first place we're going to go looking is the Pentagon. And we're going to make sure we find who your uncle is, if he even really does work at the Pentagon. You've been saying it for so long, so it must be true. I don't care. It doesn't make a difference in my life. It doesn't take $1 out of my pocket or put $1 in my pocket, so why would I care? I'm not defending 23 because she can handle you herself. But I'm just saying, for your uncle to break protocol for a niece that he has living in a shack with an old truck with no money, picking up donations and all that shit, what kind of uncle you got? The same kind of daughter Sakina got. So your uncle ain't any better than Sakina's daughter. Ain't no better. So you brought your uncle's name up. Now I'm gonna make a phone call and I'm gonna find out the number to the Pentagon. And I'm gonna find out if your uncle's there and if he's gonna give you 2300's address. Don't I sound stupid? Don't I sound stupid? I'm calling the Pentagon and I'm gonna go find your uncle. Doesn't that sound dumb? I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you. Ooh, I'm not dressed. I thought the camera almost open. Mm-mm. See, unbelievable. Really, really. So something, if it's 2300 address pop up in the next couple of days, we know where to go looking because you got diarrhea up the mouth. Y'all can't keep a secret to save your lives. You can't keep nothing in. I don't know. I got secrets that my husband don't know from years. And my husband knows everything about me because I sit and talk to my husband about everything I used to go through when I was younger and everything and all this and all that. And where did Nina go? There she is. Did Nina leave? I want to text her something. But Tiffy, baby, I'm gonna answer you, my love. But I'm alive, my baby. She's your Tiffy, baby. Doesn't that sound crazy? I mean, doesn't it sound crazy? My browser has lost connection. I gotta refresh the page. No. Yo, check. Cloud. Check it out. Look, I did what the thing told me to do. Check that out. Suitcase is gonna be let me get me off. How the fuck is it getting me off now? Yo, you saw that? 23? I did it. How come I'm hearing myself? Let me check something out. Can I hear my? I'm still hearing myself. Can you hear me? She said clowns. You could hear me, but I hear myself talking back. Hold on, I'm still on guest. Let me go check guest. You saw that 23? No. All right. I still can hear myself, but I don't give a fuck. So, like I said, you threw your uncle under a bus. Now, if something happens, we know exactly where to go looking. Does she drink? Uh, Ask her. I know she was drunk and she crashed and fucked up her grill. But for her to put her uncle and throw him under the bus, I know one thing for sure. He's not gonna be a happy camper. He ain't gonna be happy about it. He your uncle, but you living in a shack, and but he's so powerful. He couldn't give you $100,000 so you could buy a house, have it installed for your son to be comfortable in, and everything, and buy you a decent car and all that stuff. But you're claiming your uncle. I promise you, he's not even thinking about you. And I promise you, he will not give up his job at the Pentagon to give you 23's address. And you can trust and believe that. You can trust and believe that. He's not going to give up his pension and go to jail to give you 23's address. Like, out of here. ¿Qué línea no hay? Ok, mi amor. Estoy en la cama. Yo estoy bien, mi amor. So, anyway, I almost got angry right now, but it was okay. Nothing. I get mad. But 23. So you already know your address pulls up. You already know where it came from, and we need to go to the White House and tell the president. No, my husband's doing work. I can't, and nobody hears. Let me close the door. Dile que yo le dije, ¿cómo estás, papi? Pero más que bien, hello. He told his best friend hello. And he's like, we're talking. I know you're talking, but tell him hello. But my husband has work on his mind. Work is everything to this man. He's a workaholic. And I'm gonna retire. Mm, I'm about to retire. I'm tired. But I will be sure to call the president and tell him to tell your uncle to meet my uncle at the schoolyard. Okay? Because I'm not sticking up for her. And it's not that I'm doing this, is that I'm trying to let you know how dumb you sound. You really believe that your uncle's gonna lose his pension, his life, his livelihood for somebody he doesn't give a dollar to? When was the last time he hugged you? When was the last time you saw him? No more. I'm done. This life is over. Don't talk if you're gonna just make no sense. Okay? 23, I'm out. Peace out. I got things to do, like watch Netflix with my husband and fucking not let him touch me because I don't want no sex. I ran by him because he tried to grab my panties. So anyway, Swing thing, just take it and it's a joke. Just take it like it's a joke. But if something was to happen, we would know exactly where to go, have him court martialed, put in front of the president. He would have to, you know what, everything he would have to go through to give your address to her to find you. And what's gonna happen? Your uncle gonna come fight her? He gonna put her in jail? What he gonna do? Absolutely nothing. Exactly what he does for you and your children. Nothing. Stop claiming somebody who doesn't claim you. Grow up. Peace out.